Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the War Camp. We're picking up with our Gettysburg campaign. We've won 2 smashing victories. We've secured the town. We have secured Culp's Hill, Cemetery Hill, and now we've driven the Federal Army back to Cemetery Ridge, and we've got to dislodge them even as they counterattack against us. Feel free to take a second to read through this. You can pause this screen if you want to. You can see how many men we have and how many we're receiving. I do know that this is inaccurate. The Union Army will get reinforcements. But other than that, that seems pretty accurate, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into the fight. Alright, I'm going to be shuffling my troops around. I've got an idea of what I want to try. So bear with me, guys. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring the topographical map. I'm trying to get everything into position quickly before the Federal Army comes and just absolutely slaughters me. Let's move Pettigrew over here. Let's move some artillery around as well. General Gordon, we need you over here, please. Gosh, man, I can't drag the mouse. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and continue getting our forces into position. We're desperately going to have to protect Culp's Hill, as well as this victory point here along Seminary Ridge. I know that the Federal Army is going to hit us hard in these locations. Let's go ahead and continue to move and shuffle our forces about. Alright, so I'm clicked here on Lieutenant General Richard S. Ewell. Let me talk about Ewell for a second. He was the commanding officer of 2nd Corps. He was new to the command. He was promoted right before Gettysburg after General Jackson was shot and died of pneumonia. Lee had to fill that spot, so he picked General Ewell. General Ewell was a decent soldier, very good as long as the instructions to him were clear. He lost part of his leg at the Battle of Second Manassas and had a peg leg. He was known as Old Baldy by his troops, affectionately, of course. He could curse like a sailor, and often did. So he took command right before Gettysburg, and was forced to relinquish command by Lee on May 29, 1864. He suffered from ill health as well, just like Hill. He also had a series of bad luck. He got shot, lost part of his leg, got shot in his peg leg, then his horse fell on him in winter 1863, so he just did not have any good luck whatsoever. Just pause for a second there while I make sure everything is in position the way I need it to be. Alright, I need you guys to move south. I have a feeling we're going to lose a lot of artillery here. So anyway, back to General Ewell. General Ewell was one of the few Confederates that not only wanted to use black slaves as soldiers, but he actually had the bravery to suggest that idea to President Jefferson Davis. It was, of course, and unfortunately rejected. His reputation really suffered at Gettysburg. On the first day, he did not take Cemetery Hill. You could really argue that it was because his orders weren't clear. Lee said take that hill if practical. Ewell had fought hard, and even though he and Hill really mauled 2 Federal Corps on the first day, his troops had marched hard and fought hard, and they were exhausted. So whether or not he actually could have taken Cemetery Hill, which is right here in the center of the map, is unknown. But his reputation suffered for that. However, it was suffered more later on at the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse. There was an area of Lee's line called the Mule Shoe, which is exactly what it sounds like. It was in the shape of a mule shoe. And when Ewell's men started to retreat in sections, he started cursing at them and hitting them with the flat of his saber. And Lee happened upon this, and he said, "General, restrain yourself. How can you control your soldiers when you have lost control of yourself?" And so because of this incident, and because Lee really believed that Ewell was suffering from his illness, and that is why he acted that way, Second Corps was reassigned to General Early, who we will talk about in another video. General Ewell suffered from ill health, died in, I think it was 1872. I think he was 54 years old, if I remember correctly. He and his wife died very close together due to illness. So again, this is also key. When he was removed from the Army of Northern Virginia and he was put in charge of the Richmond Theater, and he was in charge of the Richmond Home Guard and the defenses of Richmond. He set fire to Richmond in order to stop it from, in order to stop war materials from falling into federal hands. And he was captured at Sailor's Creek and spent the rest of his military career, which was only a couple months, in a federal Union prison, and was released in July. At which point he became a farmer, and that was pretty much the end of his career. So that is General Ewell. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and flank around and down, and I'm going for Cemetery Ridge, which is worth 7,500 victory points. If I can take that, that would be absolutely key. And all of my artillery is not in good position. Come on, General Gordon, we need you into position, please. Alright, we are driving the enemy. Nice. We're going to go ahead and move south. Daniel's brigade and Thomas's brigade, and we got Ramseur here. We're going to probably take out the Union artillery. There are 50 men in that battery. If we can smash that, we should be able to move around and take this hilltop position. And then it'll just become a simple matter of holding on to my gains. We do have some federal forces trying to flank around, and that isn't good. That isn't good at all. But other than that, we're holding pretty successfully right now. Alright, come on, General. I need you to run. I need you to run and engage. I need you guys to start curving around. One of the interesting things about this game is that, unlike Total War, it doesn't matter if you have troops that are kind of clustered on the map. That's not going to really affect us all that much. I am going to... Okay, good. Good. I am going to swing some troops around and try and hit the federal flank from this big cluster of troops of the First Corps. Oh, Scales, don't break. You fought so well last time. It's going to open up a gap in our line. I'm going to go ahead and shift these troops down. Oh, and they are charging in. General Gordon, help repulse that attack, please. Alright, come on, General. Destroy that federal battery. Alright, we are cutting all the way across the federal flank, and we are driving them nicely. Except in this area, where we are in serious trouble. I'm going to switch to canister shot, and hopefully we can really hammer the federal position. Yeah, they are taking a lot of losses to canister fire. If you don't know what canister fire is, that's basically where you load up your artillery piece, and it fires like a giant shotgun, spraying shrapnel. Look at that. Their numbers are just dropping. I think we're going to be able to plug the line and shore up disaster. Or, I'm sorry, not shore up disaster, but stop a disaster. Brigadier General Avery is securing the flank of Culp's Hill. I don't think that federal unit is going to be able to do much. Alright guys, I need you to keep running. Keep moving, please. We're going to bring 4 brigades to bear against Krasnowski. Let's go ahead and move Dole's. Dole's brigade is probably not going to need to stay in that area. I think we'll be okay to move him. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I know you're tired. We're going to run though. We're going to make to our position. Oh, thank God we finally got some reinforcements. Much needed. Ooh, the federal forces are attacking. Alright, I need you guys in here now. They are wiping holes in our battle line. The entire center is collapsing. That's not good. Luckily we do have some reinforcements coming, which is very important. Alright, good. We are closing in on the federal position. If we can just rout this brigade and this unit of skirmishers, I think we're going to get, I think we're going to be able to secure Cemetery Ridge. However, this is a problem. This is a huge problem. General Gordon can't hope to hold for long. You guys need to run. I need you to run. Come on, Stonewall Brigade. Make your late general proud. Alright, we are driving them. So that's some good news. We're going to get 2 brigades on top of this position. We will anchor ourselves there and hold on. We are trying desperately to fill the gaps in our lines. Luckily the defenses at Culp's Hill are holding nicely. I don't think the Federals are going to be able to take that position from us. We will go ahead and move some artillery. Alright, this artillery is not doing any good here. Let's go ahead and move them closer to the enemy. We'll see if we can get some canister shot. Keep moving, General. Keep moving. Alright, some Union artillery tried to take a position, but we are absolutely crushing that battery. They may get 1 volley off on us. I'll zoom in a little bit. They still have a gun or 2, but we are very close to capturing these positions. Oh good. Reinforcements. Oh man, did we need you guys. Go ahead and deploy. And that will shore up our defenses. Alright, hit the Union forces with canister fire. Well, that didn't work out how I planned. Oh, they're going to charge the battery. Damn. That was my fault for not paying attention. Alright, this is excellent, guys. Alright, it looks like we're going to be able to hold back the huge force of federal soldiers intent on breaking the center. They actually did break our center, but now we're restoring it, and excellent. We are holding this ridge. Actually, we're going to fall back even. I want to protect, put my troops directly on that ridge. Alright, good. Brigadier General Ames is going to be taken out by our Confederate Brigadier General Jones. We are driving him back. Our battle line is pretty much secure. It was real touch and go for a moment there, but I think we're going to be okay. I need to bring up my artillery. No line of sight is killing me. Let's go back to shell formation, or shell type. And good. Yeah, we're going to hold right here. We broke 2 federal batteries ourselves, and I don't think the Union has the strength to dislodge us. That's 2 powerful brigades. Our morale is bruised and badly beaten in a lot of our units. I mean, it's been a long, long day of combat. It's almost 7 p.m. at this point, so the battle is going to go on all the way to darkness. We don't even have General Longstreet's corps in position yet. They're not even at Gettysburg. So we've done all of this with 2 Confederate corps. So even though our losses have been fairly high, I'm very, very pleased with the performance of the Army of Northern Virginia in this battle. Alright, looks like the Federals charged and are being repulsed, I think. Let's give them some canister fire. Yep, they are being driven back. Ooh, that hurts. Yep, that hurts. Alright, we'll switch back to standard shell. Alright, so the Federals are attacking with a fresh unit, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. All Union and artillery and soldiers that are assaulting this area around Culp's Hill are being repulsed, which is good. Alright, Pettigrew, get in the mix. Get in there. Alright. Yes, we are forcing back the Federal Army. I have a feeling that the enemy are going to have higher casualties than we are in this battle, or at least I am hopeful of such. After the last battle, where we had 2,500 more losses than they did, we really need that. We really need to inflict some serious damage on them. Alright, turn the guns. There you go. Some good kills. Yeah, I don't think Union General Brigadier General Candy's going to be able to dislodge our combined forces. We outnumber him, and we're racking up some pretty significant kills. I think we're going to be able to hold these positions. I Don't like these holes in my line, so that's not to my liking. Alright, we got another Union brigade under von Gilsa, and they are just taking withering fire trying to start the climb to Culp's Hill, and they're not going to make it. They will be bloodily repulsed. Oh man, Pettigrew is being repulsed. We do have some strong artillery presence in that area. I think we'll be okay. Let me just make sure in the south. Yep, we are holding there. The battle is almost over. It's well after 7 p.m. And I will say this has been a... Yep, sir, it seems that in a few minutes the battle will end. Both armies are exhausted and need resupply. And rest they shall. These men have more than earned rest. Let's continue to drive this Federal brigade. Brigadier General Jones is fighting very well. He's lost 89 men, but he's killed 224. So that will completely secure our flank. Any chances that the Federal Army had of breaking our lines again is about to come to an end. We're hitting them with withering canister fire, and Brigadier General Kennedy is not trying to dislodge us, and we are inflicting a good number of losses on him. Actually, we've inflicted more losses than he's inflicted on us, so that's excellent news. All right. Well, not a lot more, but the Union did suffer more losses, and we held all of our objectives and captured Cemetery Ridge, so that's huge. Huge. Losses were high, but couldn't have asked for more. That was amazing.